Everyone, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here. Before I go over our presentation deck, my team and I would like to introduce ourselves to you. I'll start first. My name is Fifi Madre. I'm the Director of Residential Sales. I've been with Hotwire for over 13 years now, and I'm very, very happy to be here. I remember the last time I was here, it was sometime last year on a Saturday, so I was very excited when Howard told me that he wants me to come on a Tuesday. So yeah, that was the last time I came here. So again, thank you so much. I'll pass the mic over to my teammates.
Hello everyone, my name is Fernando Perez. I've been with Hotwire for almost 11 years now. I'm the launch manager. I'll normally oversee all the projects when a community signs with us, and that's it.
Tell them you're overseeing Plat 1.
Yes, I'm overseeing Plat 1. We're doing installations right now.
Good evening, everyone. It's Robert Knudsen, sales engineer. I'm here to assist with the technical and construction side of the launch.
Hello everyone, I'm Auri Rodriguez. I'm the launch account manager for Plat 1. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Well, I've been working all day cooking this food, so please go back for seconds. Thank you. So I know some of you may have heard of Hotwire before, some may not, but I'm not gonna take much of your time because I know it's a little bit late, but I quickly wanna go over a little bit about Hotwire and who we are. So we were founded in 2002 by Michael and Kristen Karp, and since then we've expanded into 10 different states, serving over 1,000 associations under the same ownership, the same leadership, the same mission, and the same brand. Back in 2021, something amazing happened to Hotwire. Blackstone, who is one of the largest private equity firms in the country, made an investment into Hotwire to finance the growth of the company. If you're not familiar who Blackstone is, you should definitely look them up online. They're currently trading under the New York Stock Exchange, and they have a market value of about $120 billion. But prior to Blackstone becoming an investor, Michael and Kristen Karp funded each and every single project out of their own pocket. And then, as the years went by and we grew, they got some funding from the bank. So now with our partnership with Blackstone, it will allow us to expand in many, many more markets. One market we recently expanded into is California, where we're almost done installing our services in a town called Playa Vista, and that's comprised of over 7,000 homes. We also partnered with Lennar. You're familiar with Lennar the builder? Yes. So every smart home association that Lennar is building, we're gonna be providing our fiber optic services. And right now they're in 26 states. So we're projected to grow, even exponential over the years. We own and operate our own fiber optic network in all of our core markets. As of today, we have built over 15,000 miles of fiber in the ground just in Florida, and it's going to continue to increase because of our partnership I mentioned to you. In fact, we do have fiber right here because we're currently installing our services in Plat 1. And if we become the provider for this association here, we would come in, build a brand new fiber optic infrastructure, bring fiber all the way into each homes, and later on I'll just explain what that will entail. But the fiber that we would be bringing into each and every home at your association is our own. We own and operate it. We're not leasing it from a third-party vendor. One of the things that sets us apart is that when we come to your home, we're gonna be upgrading your community to fiber optic infrastructure, but when we come to the home, we're gonna operate on a 10 gig GPON network. So what does that mean? It means that from day one, when we come in to install your services, your home will be 10 gig capable. And not only that as well too, you're going to be future-proof with fiber optics, which, as you know, fiber optics is a technology that will last for the next 30 to 40 years. All the construction, the installation, everything is on us. The association doesn't pay for anything. We pay for everything. The only thing the association is responsible for is to, pay the monthly bulk bill as what you do today. Now, over the past 20 years, as a matter of fact, this month here, Hotwire turned 21. But over the 21 years, we've reached many milestones. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we're the first Florida company to offer fiber to the home, the first Florida company to deploy IPTV, the first to deploy 1 gig, the first to deploy 10 gigs. And because we're always forward thinking and future proofing, we're currently testing to deploy 25 gigs in a residential home. That's unheard of. That's 25,000 megs. I mean, you don't need it, but guess what? If we become the provider for your association, we're not just building a network just because you sign a contract. We're actually building a network to operate over time and to future-proof you as a community. And because of the way how we deploy our fiber optic network, Netflix has voted us the fastest internet provider, and also PC Magazine has voted us the fastest internet provider, and that is because of the way we design our network and the way we deploy it, and the fact that when we come to your home, you're going to be receiving dedicated bandwidth. And what do I mean by that? So today, with your current provider, you're in a shared network, which means there's a node somewhere along the property or the street. It's connected to not only your association, but many other associations serving thousands of customers. So guess what? When everybody's home using the internet, does your internet speed fluctuates? That's because you're on a shared network. With Hotwire, you're never gonna have that issue because we're gonna be bringing dedicated fiber optics to each and every home, and the bandwidth is all dedicated. It's not shared today, so if you're home at peak time or if your neighbor is doing something crazy on the internet, it's not going to affect you because everything is all dedicated. And this is the reason why Netflix and PC Magazine has voted us the fastest internet provider in the country. Now, this building here you're looking at, this is our what we call our technology center. It's our national headquarters. It's located in Fort Lauderdale off Cypress Creek. Just to tell you a little bit about this building here, it's about 185,000 square feet with Cat 5 infrastructure. So in this building here, we have many departments. We have our Tier 4 data center, we have our generator room, our network operations center, and many other more departments that pretty much, operates our entire business. And I'd love to invite you over to, especially the board members, to come take a look at this building here, and we would provide transportation as well too. Another thing that is located in our building is our network operations center. So basically what our engineers, they monitor our network 24/7, 365. They monitor all the traffic load, all the incoming and outgoing bandwidth. So you remember when the pandemic hit, everyone started working from home, and the need for internet increased tremendously. Now when that happened, our engineers immediately saw a spike on the bandwidth utilization. So what they were able to do, they were able to increase the bandwidth automatically so that our customers didn't have to call in, say they're having connection issues, because our engineers, they proactively monitor our network 24/7, 365. Another thing that sets us apart is our call centers. We have 3 call centers, one here in Florida, one in Atlanta, one in Pennsylvania. We operate 24/7, 365, and we do not outsource any call center agents. The average hold time is about 29 seconds. So let's say, for example, you call in, you have an issue. Let's say, your internet is down. When you call in, we're not gonna tell you unblock the box, content seconds, and if that doesn't work, then, we're gonna have to send a technician over. As a matter of fact, we are able to log in to the equipment remotely, and 80% of the time we're able to fix the matter remotely. But let's say, for example, we're unable to fix it remotely. Depending on the time of the day you call, we would send a technician same day, next day, or whenever you're available. Now, all the technicians come into your home. It's all Hotwire employees, no contractors. There's no charge for service calls except in one situation, and I'll give you an example. Mr. Smith calls in and said, oh, my remote doesn't work. I don't want to troubleshoot, just send a technician over. We send a technician over. It needed a battery. Okay? He calls in again. I don't want to send a technician. I don't want to troubleshoot, send a technician. Same thing, user error. Now we're gonna tell him on the second visit, Mr. Smith, if we have to come back a third time and it's a user error, we're gonna charge you $50. That's the only case where we would charge, but other than that, our service calls are no charge, and it's all Hotwire employees, no contractors. Now, as an extra level of support, this association will have, do you have an on-site manager here?
No,
No? Okay.
you're looking at them.
Okay. So, well, you're gonna have a dedicated account manager, which is an extra level of support. And, you know, typically in a lot of the properties that we serve, there's an on-site office. So the role of that account manager, they would visit the property once or twice a month or more if needed, check in with the property manager, make sure he or she's okay. They do a walkthrough to all the congregating common areas to make sure all the services are working up to par, because when we come here, we're gonna, whatever common areas you have, I know you have a very unique situation. You have, you know, 3 different providers here. So, but typically, you know, when the account manager visits the property, they do a walkthrough to all the congregating common areas because, you know, we provide complimentary services for those areas. But if you should need the account manager, you know, you don't have to call into the call center. That's an extra level of support for you guys, and that account manager will be the same account manager that, you know, will be the account manager for Plat 1 and other areas, because our account manager manages anywhere between 10 to 12 properties within the same area. So you would have that dedicated account manager as an extra level of support. Now, I want to talk a little bit about our conversion process. One of the things is we know is people are afraid of change. They may want to make a change, but they're afraid of what that impact might be. Well, you remember I told you that we're the first Florida company to deploy IPTV and a fiber to the home solution. So the fact that we've been doing it for 21 years, we pretty much perfected the fiber to the home solution. So when it comes to converting a property like yours, it's a walk in the park for us. I mean, we're already doing it at Plat 1. Now, the conversion process entails 3 phases. The first is, first of all, before I go to the phases, you would have a dedicated project manager who would oversee the project from start to finish. And then you're gonna have Fernando, right, Fernando? Because right now, Fernando, he's a launch manager and he oversees the project there as well too, in addition to the project manager. So you will have a project manager and you will have Fernando as well too. And if you provide us with a space on site, we would have someone here sitting at the property. Do you have a clubhouse at your section? Yeah.
We have a pool house, and there's a little north.
Does it have AC?
Yes.
Okay. So Fernando would put one of his people on site there during the launch phase, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and in that way, if anyone has any questions, you know, you don't have to go to the board or call into the call center. You can go to that rep. But if you don't want to go to that area, there's a dedicated launch number that you can call if you have any questions. But yeah, you will have a dedicated launch account manager. So the launch phase the launch process entails 3 phases. The first is the fiber construction. That's where we're gonna come in and we're gonna be laying our fiber. Now, when we come in to lay our fiber, we're not coming in with any heavy machinery. Everything is done all hand trenched. We run our wires parallel. We bury our fibers 18 to 24 inches deep in conduit, and we restore everything back to its original condition. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that everything will go flawless, because then you'll know I'm full of crap. But in some cases, we may break a sprinkler or, you know, whatever it is. But in that case, we have a team on site who will repair immediately. Now, this is a picture of the way how we hand trench. As you can see here, this gentleman here, he's hand trenching. Now, the way how we do it is we move in sections. We're not gonna dig your entire property and then go back and, replace back the sod. We move about 1,000 to 1,500 feet per day, and then we go section by section. And as you can see, the other picture, everything is restored back to its original condition. Just give it a couple of days, the grass will grow back. But let's say a section never grew back, we will come out and replace that sod, at no charge for you guys, because we're the one that did it. So this is just an example of our fiber construction. Another thing is that when we come in, like today you have those above ground pedestals with your current provider. We don't use that. Everything is all underground. Aesthetics is very important to us. So when we come here, we're not going to be installing any above ground pedestals. It's all underground vaults. The next phase is the one-on-one consultation. This is where we're going to be interviewing each and every single homeowner, and the interview could be in person, via Zoom, or over the phone. And that's pretty much one-on-one time with each and every one of you to explain what's coming, the products, the services, do a bill comparison, set up your account, and most of all, answer any and all questions you might have. The most popular question we always get is, well, what's going to happen to my home? During the installation, I'm not going to be here, I'm going to be up north. What's going to happen? Well, we usually give you two options. If you know when you're coming back, we're going to schedule installation. But if you don't know when you're coming back, call this number a week to 2 weeks before you arrive and schedule installation. And the third is the actual in-home installation, where my technician is in your home activating the Hotwire services. Again, all Hotwire employees, no contractors. But very important, from the time we put a shovel into the ground to the time we get to your home, your existing services will continue to work until the day we're in your home activating the Hotwire services. When we come to your home, whatever wireless devices you have connected to the internet, we're gonna make sure that all those wireless devices gets connected. We would unplug all your current equipment, and you just put it in a bag and go return it to your closest Comcast store. But make sure when you return it, you get a receipt. And then once a technician completes the installation, he will show you how to use the platform. But I'll speak about it in a minute, but it's very user-friendly and menu-driven. But if for some reason you want to learn more about the platform and how to use it, we have an entire department of vision educators that come to your home and give you one-on-one additional training, or they can do it via Zoom, or we can do it a classroom style right here. And it's all available to you at no charge for the term of the contract. Now, I want to talk a little bit about our TV platform. So the TV platform that you're going to be getting is a TiVo based. It's what we call Vision TV Plus. It's our brand. Like your current provider, their brand is Xfinity. Our brand is Vision TV Plus. So the way how it works is, I like to say it's the best of both worlds. Meaning you have two ways in which you can watch the TV. You turn on the TV and you click on the guide and you see your linear channels, your guide. You can either, by the way, this is a voice remote and it's backlit. So at night the numbers, they light up. So the first way to watch the TV is, the traditional way, not so fancy. You turn on the TV, you go to the guide, and you scroll up and down to what channels you want to watch. And or you can speak to the voice remote and navigate to the channels that you want. Now the other way to watch it is with the bells and whistles. Like for example, some of you, if you want to stream an app, you would have to switch to different inputs. Now, if you want to stream an app with us, you don't have to worry about switching inputs. All you have to do is press this TiVo button right here, and then on the bottom, it takes you to a smart bar, and then it will have a tab that says apps. You click on that apps tab, and it will show you all the apps available for you to stream. So the boxes comes with preloaded apps. For example, Hulu, Amazon, Netflix. But if you want to download more of your favorite apps, you can go into the App Store via the box and you can download more of your favorite apps. I mean, the app library has about 5,000 apps available. So it's what we call one device for all your entertainment. You have the traditional way to watch TV, or you have all the bells and whistles. Now, some features that we have, one of my favorite is, it's called Replay TV. It's the ability to go back 72 hours without the use of a DVR. So let's say, for example, you're here and you're watching your favorite show, you're missing your favorite show. Well, not missing, but if you're here and your favorite show is on, you would either have to miss it or record it. If you had Hotwire, all you have to do is go home and go back to the time it broadcast, and you can skip through commercials. Like, my favorite is, and all these guys, they always laugh at me, but I'm obsessed with General Hospital. So, some of you ladies might, be on my side, but it shows at 2 o'clock every day, and I'm never home. So at night when I get home and I put the kids to bed, I go to ABC and I go back to 2 o'clock that it starts, and I watch it, and I skip through the commercials. So usually during the day it's air from 2 to 3, but at night when I watch it, it's only half an hour because I skip through the commercial. So it's a great feature that it's actually my favorite, and our customers really love it, and I know that you would love it as well too. We also have on demand. You can navigate it the same way how you navigate, today, and then we have DVR storage. The way how it works is that you can record and watch in any room. You don't need to be in the room on that box because it's a cloud storage DVR. It's networked. And then another thing we offer. Do you guys have a community channel today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we would provide you with a community channel, and ours is a little bit more. It has more bells and whistles. So basically, we would install a portal, and whoever would be in charge of that, and we'll give you a template and we'll show you how to use it. So it's pretty much, you upload it in a portal, and it's an internet based, so you don't need to be here to do it. As long as you have Wi-Fi connectivity, you can work on it. You can be on the beach, you can work on it. So basically, whatever you want to post as far as announcement, you turn on the TV, you go to channel 99, and you can see the announcements that, your board posts. Another thing is that you would have the option to post high priority messages and low priority messages. So for example, we all live in hurricane state. So let's say in the event you want to post, an important message, a high priority message during the hurricane, before the hurricane hits us, of course, you can post that. And if anyone's watching TV, that high priority message would just pop up, and you would have to read it in order to clear it. And then you have the low priority messages as well too. And if you're away from home, let's say you're up north and you still want to stay connected of what's going on back home, you can view that community channel via your mobile app. And this is pretty much a sample of the in-home equipment. Now I want to start with the black one. This here is our ONT. It stands for Optical Network Terminal. It's 10 gig, meaning from day one when we install your services, your home will be 10 gig capable, okay? And this is the brain, this is the main hub that powers all the services and where the fiber terminates. Now, I know today you have a modem, so you can just, picture this as a fiber modem. So this will sit somewhere in the home, and later on if you have questions in terms of installation, Robbie and these guys can answer, but this is the main hub that powers all the services and where the fiber terminates. You guys want to see it? Pass it around, or?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, and then this here is our router. Now, from here to here will be connected with a Cat6. Now, this is not just a router. This is one of the most robust residential grade router in the industry. It's an Eero Pro tri-band mesh router. It's what's the largest square feet of homes today in here?
$1,535.
1,700.
Okay, so this router here, because it's an Eero Pro tri-band, it's a mesh router, it can cover up to 2,000 square feet. So you don't need to go out and get any extenders or anything. This will cover it. And just some specs about this. It can connect up to 75 devices simultaneously. It has a feature that will tell my technician where to place this in the home to give you the best optimal coverage. So again, it's one of the best routers in the industry, and it's an Eero Pro, and it's a mesh router. Now, this little box here is our Fission TV box. It's 4K, it's wireless, and all of our boxes comes with a voice remote. So the only connection we need for this box here is power and an HDMI from this box to the TV. If your TV is, mounted on a wall, you can just Velcro it and you can put it behind the TV. And the good thing about it is that with the remote, it's Bluetooth, so we don't need it. We don't need a line of sight. And again, it's 4K and it's wireless.
Okay.
That's gonna work out.
One question, you mentioned that the router has to be connected to the optical modem.
Yeah.
Is that an Ethernet cable?
Yes.
Yes.
So if it's in a different room or someplace, you have to run Ethernet cable from there to there?
They're gonna, when we put the ONT in, the router is only gonna be maybe 5 feet away from it. We want them close in proximity to where they're gonna be. So, but we'll try to bring a central location into your home.
Can I ask why this says like HDMI on it? I thought we're getting, not gonna be HDMI anymore, it's just gonna be fiber.
No, you still need the HDMI to the picture to the TV. So that's just from the TV to the box like it is now.
But it doesn't have to be plugged in.
It doesn't have to be plugged into the wall like you do now with a coax. It's gonna be power to the outlet, just the power plug, and then the HDMI to the TV. So there's no cable going into the box.
How many boxes are you gonna give per unit, per house?
So this here is just the first pass of the things. This is just the first pass of the proposal. Obviously, it's open to make changes, but the package includes cable and internet. And on the cable side, we're proposing digital access, which is about 240 channels, which includes HD. And how many of you subscribe to Turner Classic? So you have to pay extra. So the good news is that Turner Classic is included in this package here. So I got one vote tonight.
What's Turner Classic?
Huh?
What's that?
What? It's awesome movies. So yeah, it's very popular movies. You gotta watch it.
It used to be free.
Right.
Yeah.
It used to be part of your lineup,
Yeah,
but a couple years ago, your provider moved it to the sports package because they needed more revenue. But with us, it's going to be included in our access package.
Wow.
And you don't have to, so that's going to be an additional savings.
That's a Christmas present for my wife.
Yeah. And then also what's included is the HBO package, so it comes with all 8. And then also you're gonna get access to watch, the streaming app. Before it was HBO Max, now they call it Max. So all you have to do is enter your Hotwire credentials and you can able to stream the Max. And 3 boxes included in the bulk, and it all comes with voice remotes. Again, we don't have those little DTA boxes. All of our boxes are all 4K, fully function, comes with all the features and everything. We don't have those little ones. So in
3 TVs get.
Right. Now if you want an addition, let's say you want a 4th box, it's $6.99 a month, but again, it's the exact one. It's 4K, fully function. Or if, let's say for example, you have a 4 TV and it's in, a guest room and nobody really watches it, you could put a Roku stick and just stream from there, enter your Hotwire credentials, or if it's a smart TV and someone wants to watch Max, HBO, you can just enter your Hotwire credentials. So you do have two options. You can rent it from us, or you could just download the app and stream it. And then part of it also includes 50 hours of cloud DVR storage. Now the good thing about us is that you can record and watch as many channels at a time. You only have to be mindful of your cloud DVR storage. And then for the internet, the bulk speed is 300 by 300. Now that is dedicated. So when I say dedicated, if you run a speed test hardwire, that's the true speed you're getting. Of course, off of Wi-Fi, it's gonna be a little bit less, but this is dedicated speed. It's symmetrical, meaning 300 up, 300 down. And then we're including one of those router there, which covers up to 2,000 square feet. So today, if any one of you is renting a router, it's going to be a savings for you because we're providing you with one. Also, if any one of you is renting a modem, it's going to be a savings because we don't use modem, we use that ONT right there.
Did you say you only record 50 hours of TV?
No. Yeah, the storage capacity is 50 hours, and you can record as many at a time. You just have to be mindful of how many storage capacity. If you want more, you can get more. I mean, it's $5 for a block of 50, but a lot of our customers rarely ever subscribe to more because remember I told you about our replay TV feature? So you can go back 72 hours. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's
And I have a friend who has this service who has experienced some problems with recording things and then accessing them and being charged to watch them.
Oh, that's not.
Can you explain that?
Well, I mean, every property is different. I don't know what they're being charged. I mean, if they buy something that just like today with your current provider, if you want to watch something that is not part of your bulk package, you will be.
This is something that she records from her TV
Mhm.
Take an extra one.
program, that you offered, that she recorded, and then when she goes to access it to watch it,
Yeah.
a couple days later, they will.
No, that's pay-per-view. Whatever you record, it's free. Now, if that's pay-per-view, and pay-per-view, you have to pay for that. Not only with Hotwire, but any provider.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be things that you recorded on CCTV.
It shouldn't.
All right, I'll tell her to call.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I have a flat screen TV which is not smart. It's a small TV I had, and Comcast provided some kind of an adapter.
Mhm.
I mean, it is hooked up to the cable and everything. I don't get like 300 channels or anything. I guess it's some kind of basic thing. Do you offer, not a problem, but do you offer, is that something that you could, solve,
So we don't offer DTAs because DTAs is an adapter that give you a limited amount of channel. We don't have that. All of our boxes are all fully function. So, and it's only $6.99. So that box, as a matter of fact, will turn any non-smart TV into a smart TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
What, does the TV have to have an HDMI connection?
Yes, but if you have a TV that doesn't have an HDMI, which is rare we find, we will connect it with other components, and we will make sure that that TV, is working with our set-top box.
Comcast has a wireless box. You guys don't give
These
that.
are wireless.
Those are
Oh,
wireless.
those are wireless as
Yeah,
well.
they're all
Oh, it's all
wireless.
wireless. Okay.
Everything is wireless,
Yeah.
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 except for you, you're not wireless.
But now you have a gift for your wife, right? The Turner
Oh,
Classic.
yeah, I don't have to go Christmas shopping.
Any other questions?
No, it's almost my bedtime.
Me too.
Get up and watch cartoons in the morning.
I have a question, is this all the channels you offer, or just?
So the first, yeah, the
or
first,
is it-
the
or is it
first.
just this?
So the first tier, which is digital access and
Okay.
with HD, and then when you turn it over is HBO. So those are the channels that will be included in your bulk, and any other tiers that you want to subscribe to, you can subscribe and we bill you directly, and I'll provide you with that rate sheet for additional prices that if anyone wants to subscribe to it.
So just this part, folks.
That says digital access, and then
And then.
at the back,
HBO
all those
library.
HBO plus Max, the streaming
Are
app.
included.
Yeah.
Are included.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Any other question?
And that concludes tonight.
Well, since you have this whole great construction scheme here, let me, ask you guys, we have 176 houses here. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the mapping, but we have just about 7 months to get this work done before our present contract dissolves. How does that look to you guys?
Looks fantastic, we're right here, and if it gets done, the deal gets signed with us soon, and we still have people here, we move the resources here. So we're right here working, so it's a matter of getting signed, let's get going. To be honest, it's not that big of
Yeah.
a property. Cause we can do 5 to 8 to 1,000 unit properties in 6 to 8 months, so this shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, this is a breeze.
Yeah.
Not to be
breeze.
flying.
Yeah, don't use that word around here. But I think this time it'll probably be, you know, 6 months?
Like 6 months?
Yeah,
by the time we see
you
the
know, it's
sign.
like 4 to 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Could you just, clear up what channels it is on the.
The top access,
Digital access only.
and then,
HBO on the back.
You get all the HBOs, it's all
And
like-
everything else is à la carte.
Correct. Like what you have today, at any provider, they provide a bulk package and everything else is a la carte, whatever they subscribe to.
Pretty soon they're gonna charge you for the air you breathe outside.
We don't.
They already do, it's called taxes.
The last subject is the cost.
Is the what? So the price that we have here, again, this is not set in stone, it's just the first pass of the proposal. You know, it's open up to make changes. So we're gonna be proposing, a door fee of $200 per unit, so 200 times 176. The bulk rate is $74.99. That does not include, you know, the VCS with the taxes and the fees. The annual increase is 4% and the term is 10 years. And then for the phone service, if anyone uses, you know, home phone, the first year it's free, but you pay the taxes. The second year is $14.99, and the third year it caps out to $24.99, and it's unlimited local, domestic, and long distance, which also includes Canada. If you want to take advantage of this offer, you can have the option of keeping your same phone number or getting a new one. And also, if and when you switch to Hotwire, if anyone has a Comcast email address, you can still use that Comcast email address, providing you're logged into it within every 60 days.
So you said $74.99 or 74?
$74.99 per unit per month, but that does not include, you know, the. No, yeah, it's just for cable and internet. Now I know today you have what, double bulk or if video only?
We have
We
television.
only have cable.
Right. So, you know, ultimately, you know, this is going to be cable and internet. So I don't know, you probably pay 50 or 60 bucks per unit for video only. And for us, with this one here, I mean, again, these numbers here are not set in stone. This is just the first pass. But let's say, you know, it's going to be $25 more, even 20, let's just say $25 more difference of what you currently pay today for your single bulk. That $25 more, you gotta think of it that, you know, you're gonna be saving money because would you rather pay your association $25 more for 300 internet speed, or Comcast or another provider for internet, which is more than $25? So even though it's going to be, let's say your dues are going to be going up $25, it's going to be a savings, overall savings for you, because you don't have to pay that provider for retail internet.
What do you think is the average percentage for the fees and taxes?
It's a good question. Don't quote me on it, I'm not an accountant, but there's no taxes on the internet. But I mean, probably like $4 to $5, for the taxes and well, the only fee right here is the VCS fee, which it's $4.49. But with your current provider, they call it broadcast TV fee. And if you look at the bill, correct me if I'm wrong, it's either $8.39 or $11.95. You would know, but ours is $4.49.
I don't know offhand, but I think it's like $7 or something.
Yeah, but ours is $4.49. Yeah.
So
But-
that's the only fee you charge for?
Right, yeah.
A long list of fees and taxes?
No, it's just the bulk rate, that, and then a rough estimate on the tax is probably $4 to $5.
And you have a breakdown in your billing?
What do you mean?
So we can budget.
Breakdown the different taxes?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if we can provide, and I'll get a correct estimate from our accounting department, but, for budgeting purposes, we can provide you with an estimate of what it will be, starting from, next year when you activate the services, and you will know exactly what that rate will be, which includes the taxes and fees, and I can get that for you.
Right, the communication taxes.
Correct, yeah. Mhm.
Sales tax.
Sales is small compared to communication taxes.
Yeah.
Well,
I can get that for you.
Okay, because we're gonna need that.
Yeah.
The out the door price.
Basically, everybody's bill is gonna be different, because let's say, we want, Paramount, we want Netflix.
Of course.
Yeah, but those are separate charges.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But
they're
that
all
does-
set- They're all set by the individual streaming companies, has nothing to do
Right.
with you.
Correct.
But you bill for it, that's all.
Well, we don't bill for it.
No, they bill you for it.
You get
Well,
billed
I can
separately.
I don't get 3 or 4 separate bills, it all comes on one bill.
Why? You get Netflix and Hulu's on one bill?
Yes.
Yeah, Comcast, you get
Oh,
billed through Comcast.
Yeah.
Well, that won't be the case.
I'm
Yeah.
just asking
No, it'd be the
a
same thing. If you wanted extra services that they're not providing off of this one page, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get a
question.
bill
I
for
don't have a
that,
problem paying for it, I'm saying.
all right? And the HOA is gonna pay for the rest,
Yeah, but it's probably gonna be.
just like we're doing now.
individual bill.
Yeah, they can get it on Comcast, I think.
All right.
All right, so you're roughly $80 just for your bulk services, right?
Roughly, yeah.
$74.99, $4.99.
Yeah.
Let's just, we'll round up to 80.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry?
The $4.99 that you said is included in the $74.99 or it's separate?
No, it's separate.
So that's almost 80 plus the taxes, I would say 80 to 86 to $87.
I mean, I'll get you it. I'll get you that.
And you said the first year the phone is free?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how long will the contract be?
10 years.
10 years, yeah. Only because it's a huge capital investment for us to come in and build our infrastructure, and there's no upfront cost to the association, so we need that term to recoup our investment.
And if there's any changes in technology changes from today to tomorrow, 10 years is a very long lapse of time. If there are changes that you need to upgrade, like the boxes or whatever, or would that be extra charge, or that would be done automatically?
We'll put a clause in the contract, which we call our technology clause, that will address that for you as well too. That as technology becomes, more advanced technology becomes available to you guys, we're gonna deploy to us, then we're gonna deploy to you guys. It's what we call a technology clause, and that we'll put in the contract.
Increases per year, cap?
Our increase is 4%, but again, like I said, I mean, I came here with a proposal it's the first pass, it was just approved yesterday.
It's negotiable.
Exactly, yeah. But I know price is very important to everyone and to you guys, but we're not always gonna be the cheapest provider. And the reason why is that, we do things differently from other providers. For example, with the call centers, the equipment that we deploy, it's all cutting edge technology. I mean, with the router, I mean, it's one of the best router in the industry. The ONT box that we're doing, that's 10 gig capable. So, we're not always going to be the cheapest provider, but we've been doing this for a long time. The technology that we use, it's cutting edge. And then also, when you guys come to see our facility, I mean, you can see how advanced it is in terms of the technology that we use, and all of our equipment. So again, we're not always going to be the cheapest provider.
What speed are you at now?
300 by 300.
No, as far as input gig speed.
So our first tier is 300, then we have 500, we have a gig, we have 2 gigs, we have 5 gigs. I mean, honestly, you don't need that much speed, but when we come in here, we want to future-proof you, because in 5 years, you never know, that 300 might be a gig by then. But the bulk speed is 300, and then if anyone wants higher in its speeds, they certainly can upgrade to that.
And how much will that be increased to, like, for 500?
The next tier, it's $29.99 for 500. If you $29.99, and that's 500 by 500. Today, if you have to buy that from your current provider, it's not going to be $29.99, and it's not going to be symmetrical because of the infrastructure you have here today. Right, and the router is a gig capable as well too. It has a throughput to deliver 1 gig as well.
But you can increase your internet speed and pay that individually?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
There is.
If you need it,
It's a la carte.
you can get it, a la carte.
Yeah.
That's it.
300 wouldn't work?
I don't know, I'm trying.
What do you have today?
What do you have now?
600.
Right.
But it's
So
not symmetrical.
it's not symmetrical, and it's on a shared network. So even though you're paying for 600, you're not getting 600. But with us, whatever you pay for, you're getting it. Yeah.
How long will it take you to, from start to finish? I mean, to get
So from the time we receive a signed contract, it will take us anywhere, I want to say by 6 months to complete system activation. But it's not like a switch, a flip of a switch. We have to come into each homes. So let's say, when do you expire? In March?
February.
Right, so, we're gonna start coming in to install homes probably like, November or so. So let's say, for example, your home is the first home we install.
Of course.
You're gonna be activated, and you're gonna have free services, because we're not gonna be billing the association until that system activation date.
I need to be the first one.
Okay.
Are we still back with the channels that you're on?
Sure.
Okay, you said on the front page, okay, so digital access is part of the package. Digital favorites, is that gonna come?
No.
No, that's a second tier, and I'm gonna provide, so we don't have a standard rate sheet. All of our rate sheets are all customized. So as soon as I get that rate sheet, I'm gonna send it to Howard, and then you can see all the additional, a la carte items that you can subscribe to, along with the prices.
Okay, because the digital premium is also included in the Bermuda Act right now, is that also?
No, just access, which comes with the HD and HBO.
And Max.
And Max, yeah.
You said the 300 to 300. I got a gamer at home. So does that 300 support that?
Yeah, I mean, I showed you the thing that because of the way how we design our network and we deploy it, what was it? We were voted the best game in ISP.
Okay.
So whoever's the gamer in your home, they're gonna love our network.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And then also, I know a lot of you mentioned that, you have Netflix. At our technology center, in our data center, we have a Netflix server. So our customers doesn't have to go over the World Wide Web to connect to Netflix. You're connected to Netflix on our network directly here to our technology center in Fort Lauderdale. So our customers have a different experience when streaming Netflix compared to any other provider, because we have a server right here at our data center.
What about Peacock? That's all extra?
Yeah, a la carte.
$5, something like that?
$4.99.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So how much is an extra box?
$6.
And a remote?
So the box automatically comes with the remote automatically comes with the box, and it's $6.99, and it's all 4K, fully function, comes with all the features. You're welcome.
Okay, that's enough for me.
It's over.
It's over.
He's done.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Any other questions?
That's all, folks.
No, I don't have any questions. Anybody out there have